Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news. All right, Bills Mafia, get ready because the latest buzz around the league is all about a potential blockbuster trade that could seriously shake up the AFC East and have ripple effects across the entire league. Word on the street is that the Buffalo Bills are eyeing a major upgrade on their offensive line, specifically at the tackle position, and the name being floated around is none other than Laremy Tunsil from the Washington Commanders. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tunsil is an elite left tackle, a guy who's been recognized as one of the best in the league, and bringing him into Orchard Park could be exactly what the Bills need to solidify that offensive line and push for another deep playoff run. Let's break down what this trade could mean, why it's being considered, and how it might just be the missing piece for the Bills' Super Bowl aspirations. First off, the Bills have been consistently fighting through a gauntlet of defensive pressure. For the most part of the 2023 season, Buffalo's offensive line has held up well, but they've had their struggles, especially when facing top-tier pass rushes. Remember, the Bills ended the regular season with a 12-5 record, but they allowed 38 sacks, which ranked them 11th in the league. That's not terrible, but when you're aiming for championship heights, you want that number to be as low as possible. The fact is, the Bills need a true Pro Bowl caliber tackle to anchor that blind side, someone who can dominate in pass protection, open lanes in the run game, and give Josh Allen the confidence to make those deep throws without fearing a hit that could derail the drive. And that's where Laremy Tunsil comes into play. Tunsil, coming from the Commanders, has been one of the most consistent and reliable tackles in the league since entering the NFL. Last season, he played in all 16 games, allowing just 1 sack, a phenomenal stat for a player of his caliber. His PFF grade in 2025 was an impressive 98, with pass blocking at 88, 2 and run blocking at 87, 6. These numbers aren't just good, they're elite. Tunsil is known for his exceptional technique, quick feet, and ability to anchor against the toughest pass rushers. His EPA per block, which measures how much he positively impacts the offense, was 0.24 last season, showing he's a real difference maker. Plus, he's relatively durable with minimal injury history, occasional minor issues like an ankle tweak in Week 3 against the Eagles, but nothing major. The durability and consistency make him a perfect fit for a team that's looking to make a deep playoff push. Now, the trade details are reportedly centered around a first-round pick in the 2026 draft and a second-round pick in 2027, with some protections involved. The Bills are offering a package that reflects Tunsil's value as a top-tier tackle, and sources say this deal is nearly finalized, but the Commanders are hesitating. Washington has been a team in transition, finishing 8-9 in 2025, and their defensive ranking was less than stellar, ranking 25th in points allowed at 26. 1 per game. They're also facing some cap constraints with about a $10 million deficit for 2026, and they are in a bit of a rebuild mode, especially with the recent retirement of Terry McLaurin and some new draft picks to fill their WR void. From the Bills' perspective, this move makes a ton of sense. Buffalo's offensive line, while solid, could be upgraded significantly. Adding Tunsil would vault their front 5 into the top 5 units in the league. Think about it, a dominant tackle who can neutralize top pass rushers, improve run blocking, and overall elevate the entire offense. Last season, the Bills averaged 118 rushing yards per game, ranking 14th in the league, but with Tunsil's presence, that number could jump by at least 16%. That's a huge boost, and it would open up more options for Allen, making him even more dangerous in play action and bootleg scenarios. His completion percentage could rise by about 10%, reaching around 68%, which would be a massive upgrade for the passing game. And let's not forget the impact on the overall scheme. Tunsil's presence would allow the Bills to maintain their aggressive offensive style while extending Allen's pocket time, creating more opportunities for big plays. In terms of the impact on the Bills' defense, the improvement on the offensive line could indirectly benefit them as well. A stronger offense means less pressure on the defense, allowing them to focus on creating turnovers and getting after the quarterback without the constant worry of quick sacks or breakdowns in protection. Plus, better ball control and sustained drives would help keep opponents' offenses off the field, giving the Bills more opportunities to control the tempo of the game. This is exactly the kind of strategic upgrade that could push the Bills over the top in the AFC, especially considering how competitive the conference has become with teams like the Chiefs, Bengals, and Jaguars all gearing up for a deep playoff run. Now, let's talk about the potential impact on the Bills' Super Bowl odds. Since the start of the season, Buffalo's Super Bowl odds have been hovering around plus 500, but with an upgrade like Tunsil, those odds could drop significantly, potentially to plus 350 or even better. That's a big leap for a team that already has a strong core with Josh Allen, Stefon Diggs, and a solid defense. Tunsil's addition would be the missing piece to solidify the offensive line, giving Allen the protection he needs to take more shots downfield, and making this offense even more unpredictable and explosive. This move could also serve as a message to the rest of the league that the Bills are serious about repeating as AFC champions and making a deep playoff run. More details about Buffalo Bills' 2023 season and future outlook. The Buffalo Bills, under head coach Sean McDermott, have established themselves as perennial contenders over the past few seasons. Since their resurgence starting around 2017, the Bills have been a team that combines a potent offense led by quarterback Josh Allen, a formidable defense featuring stars like Micah Hyde and Matt Milano, and a resilient, passionate fanbase that fuels the Bills Mafia phenomenon. Their journey has been marked by significant milestones, including their first playoff appearance in 2017 and their first AFC Championship appearance in 2020, where they fell just short of the Super Bowl in a heartbreaking loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. The 2023 season was another step forward, with the Bills finishing with a 12-5 record, securing a solid playoff spot as AFC East champions. Their offense was among the top in the league, averaging approximately 28.7 points per game, powered by Allen's dual-threat ability and the reliable hands of Stefon Diggs, who led the team with over 400 receiving yards and 10 touchdowns. The Bills' defense, which has historically been solid but inconsistent at times, showed flashes of dominance, especially in key moments, highlighted by the emergence of young linebacker Terrell Bernard and the continued leadership of Von Miller, who returned from injury to make a significant impact. However, despite their successes, the Bills have faced critical issues, particularly along the offensive line. The pressure on Allen has been a recurring theme. He was sacked 38 times in 2023, which, as noted earlier, ranks around the middle of the league but still leaves room for improvement. Protecting Allen is paramount because his mobility and improvisation are key elements of the Bills' offense, and any disruption can be costly. The addition of Tunsil not only promises to solidify this aspect, but also enhances the team's depth and versatility on the line, enabling them to better withstand injuries and maintain their offensive tempo. Looking into the future, the Bills are positioned as one of the most intriguing teams in the league. Their core, including Allen, Diggs, and a rising defense, is still in their prime. The team is also in a window where they can maximize their chances for a Super Bowl appearance before salary cap constraints and aging players pose challenges. The front office has historically been aggressive in making bold moves, and this potential trade for Tunsil fits that mold perfectly. It signals a clear intent to capitalize on this window and build a team capable of competing at the highest level for years to come. Deep dive into players mentioned Laremy Tunsil. Laremy Tunsil, born on August 2, 1994 in Oxford, Mississippi, has established himself as one of the premier left tackles in the NFL since being drafted 13th overall by the Miami Dolphins in 2016. His early career was marred by controversy and injury issues, but he overcame those hurdles to become a cornerstone of the offensive line. Known for his exceptional footwork, quick punch, and ability to sustain blocks, Tunsil has been a consistent force in pass protection. His accolades include multiple Pro Bowl selections and All-Pro honors. His influence on the field is reflected in advanced metrics like PFF grades, EPA per play, and his ability to shut down the league's elite pass rushers. Think Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, or Joey Bosa. Josh Allen. The cornerstone quarterback of the Bills, Josh Allen, has been a transformative figure for the franchise since his arrival in 2018. Standing 6'5" and weighing around 237 pounds, Allen combines size, arm strength, and mobility that few quarterbacks in NFL history possess. In 2023, he threw for over 300 yards with 33 touchdowns against 14 interceptions, along with rushing for 762 yards and 8 touchdowns. His ability to extend plays, throw on the run, and make high-pressure throws has made him a nightmare for defenses. Nevertheless, protecting him has always been a priority, as his aggressive style sometimes exposes him to unnecessary hits and sacks. Stefon Diggs. A true WR1, Stefon Diggs had another stellar season in 2023, with over 400 yards and 10 touchdowns. His precise route running, sure hands, and ability to make contested catches make him Allen's favorite target and one of the league's most dangerous receivers. His chemistry with Allen has been a key ingredient in the Bills' offensive success, and he's often regarded as one of the league's best route runners. Micah Hyde and Matt Milano. The veteran safeties and linebackers bring stability and leadership to Buffalo's defense. Hyde's experience and football IQ help organize the secondary, while Milano's speed and tackling prowess set the tone for the linebacking core. Both players are integral in defensive schemes designed to disrupt opponents, passing games, and create turnovers. Von Miller. The future Hall of Famer returned in 2023 after an ACL tear in 2022, and his presence was felt immediately. Known for his pass-rushing prowess and leadership, Miller's experience and relentless motor are vital for the Bills' pass rush, especially in playoff situations where edge pressure can turn the tide. Expected future impact and strategic implications. Should the Bills successfully acquire Laremy Tunsil, the immediate impact would be felt across multiple facets of the team. On offense, the line's stability would unlock more of Allen's dual-threat capabilities, allowing him to operate more comfortably in the pocket and extend plays with confidence. This could lead to an increase in explosive plays, particularly in the deep passing game, which has been a staple of the Bills' offensive identity. With Tunsil's elite pass-blocking skills, Allen's time to throw could increase by at least 15–20%, opening the field for Diggs and others to exploit mismatches. The run game, which averaged about 118 yards per game, would also benefit. A dominant left tackle like Tunsil would improve run-blocking schemes, creating more lanes for James Cook and the running backs. This would diversify the offensive attack and keep defenses honest, making play-action and bootleg plays more effective. With a more balanced offense, the Bills could see their offensive efficiency metrics, such as yards per play, points per game, and third-down conversion rates, improve significantly. Defensively, the ripple effect of a stronger offense is often underestimated. When the Bills can sustain drives and control possession, it reduces the pressure on the defense, allowing them to be more aggressive and creative. Moreover, with a more reliable offensive line, the Bills' defense can expect fewer third-and-long situations, which are prime opportunities for opposing offenses to convert and extend drives. This strategic shift could lead to more turnovers, higher sack totals, and overall defensive stability. Looking further ahead, the Bills' long-term plans will be influenced by this move. The team's front office is likely to prioritize maintaining a competitive roster around Allen, Diggs, and emerging stars like Gabriel Davis and Khalil Shakir. They may also look to bolster their secondary via free agency or draft, knowing that the offensive line is now a strength. This strategic approach aims to maximize the team's Super Bowl window, which, given Allen's age and performance trajectory, is still very much open. The broader AFC context and competition, the AFC has become increasingly competitive, with powerhouse teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, Cincinnati Bengals, Jacksonville Jaguars, and Baltimore Ravens all vying for supremacy. The Chiefs, led by Patrick Mahomes, remain the team to beat, especially with their innovative offense and Super Bowl pedigree. The Bengals, with Joe Burrow and a talented receiving core, are always in the mix. The Jaguars, after their impressive 2023 playoff run, are seen as rising contenders. The Ravens, with Lamar Jackson healthy, present an explosive challenge. In this context, the Bills' potential upgrade at tackle with Tunsil could be the differentiator. It addresses one of their key vulnerabilities, protection for Allen, and enhances their ability to compete with these high-powered offenses. A fortified offensive line would allow the Bills to sustain drives, control the clock, and keep pace with these juggernauts. It could also give them an edge in close games by providing more reliable protection in crunch time. The AFC playoff picture is shaping up to be a gauntlet. Every game will be critical, and teams with the most complete rosters and strategic depth will have the best chances. The Bills' front office clearly recognizes this, and acquiring Tunsil would be a statement move, one that signals their intent to not just compete but to dominate. Historical significance and legacy, this potential trade also has historical significance. The Bills have long been a team that has come close but struggled to secure a Super Bowl title, famously losing 4 consecutive Super Bowls from 1990-1993. Since then, they've been in pursuit of that elusive championship, and each strategic move is viewed through the lens of legacy. Adding a player of Tunsil's caliber would be a statement that the franchise is committed to ending that drought and cementing its place among the league's elite. This move would also elevate Sean McDermott's coaching legacy. Known for his defensive expertise and leadership, McDermott's teams have often been characterized by resilience and discipline. With a stronger offensive line, McDermott can optimize his defensive schemes, knowing his offense can sustain drives and control the game. It's a recipe for sustained success and a shot at long-term dynasty contention. Fan perspective and cultural impact asterisk from the fan's standpoint, this move would ignite the Bills Mafia even further. The passion, loyalty, and fervor of Bills fans are legendary, and adding a player like Tunsil would be a rallying point. The sense of hope and excitement would surge, especially as the team prepares for the stretch run of the season. The Bills community has always been deeply connected to the team's success, and a move like this would reinforce the belief that the franchise is serious about winning championships. Conclusion and final thoughts in summary, the potential acquisition of Laremy Tunsil by the Buffalo Bills is more than just a personnel move. It's a statement of intent, a strategic chess move aimed at maximizing their Super Bowl chances. It addresses a critical need along the offensive line, elevates the team's overall roster strength, and could be the catalyst that propels Buffalo into a new era of dominance. The ripple effects will be felt not only within the AFC East but across the league, as the Bills position themselves as serious contenders once again. The negotiations are ongoing, and fans are eagerly awaiting confirmation. If it happens, expect the Bills' Super Bowl odds to improve dramatically, their offensive line to transform into one of the league's best, and their chances of finally ending their long championship drought to increase significantly. The AFC East, as always, will be fiercely competitive, but with this move, the Bills are signaling that they are ready to take on all challengers and chase that ultimate goal, the Lombardi Trophy. So Bills Mafia, keep your eyes on the news. This could be the move that defines the 2024 season and beyond. Get your jerseys ready, your voices loud, and your passion even stronger. The Bills are on the cusp of something special, and with the addition of a player like Tunsil, the sky's the limit. Let's go Bills! And remember, I'll be back soon with more detailed updates and insights, so stay tuned. This season is shaping up to be one for the history books, and the Bills are ready to write their next chapter. Let's make it legendary.